Hi y'all, it's me again, Tanil Bowens, to give y'all another video topic discussion. What I'm coming on to talk about today is I just wanted to talk about some of the things that I didn't like about The Walking Dead season 5. Now, don't get me wrong, I do love The Walking Dead, and I know that pretty much all of my videos have been kind of negative, so I just want to put it out there. I am a fan of The Walking Dead, but this season I was just morally disappointed. So let's get into it. Okay, number one, let's talk about Tyrese. Rest in peace, Tyrese. But I felt like it was time for him to go. They didn't know where to go with Tyrese. There was nowhere to go with him. There was nowhere to go with his character anymore. And Chad L. Coleman said it perfectly on the Talking Dead. And where else could we have gone with him? He met his peak. It was time for him to go. I'm okay with it. So when he went, I was like, good, because they were just butchering Tyrese's character and making him weak and making people not really like his character, because we knew who he was in the comic book. We knew that this dude was a beast. You know what I'm saying? He was Rick's right hand man. But I'm gonna tell you this, and I feel like because they had Daryl there, it really isn't enough room for two right hand man for Rick. Let's just be honest. I mean, look at what they doing with Abraham. Abraham really don't even have a storyline, because it was always in the comic book when one died, another right hand man stepped in. When one, it was just like a circle. Every couple of issues somebody died that was Rick's right hand man, and then another one stepped up. So Daryl never died, so I just kind of feel like they didn't know what to do with Tyrese. Really, they didn't, and I was just very upset about that. So I'm gonna leave that topic alone and let's jump to the next topic. I have my little notes written down because I don't want to forget what I want to talk about, because I'll be like, dang, I wanted to talk about that, but I forgot. Okay, now we're gonna move on to Carol. I know you guys is tired of Carol. I am too, but I'm only gonna give her like 2.3 seconds of my time. Carol, this is what I feel about Carol. I love Melissa. I love her to death, but Carol is just is I don't have no words for Carol. I feel like, I think she has an ulterior motive. I feel like she has an ulterior motive. I think she's still upset that Rick banned her from the group and made her go out on her own. I think she still holds that against him. I mean, what person wouldn't hold that against somebody? If you kick me out of a group, wouldn't you hold that again? You know what I'm Wouldn't you hold that again? That's just like, Destiny's Child or the Supremes, how they got kicked out the group. They held that against, Beyonce and against Diana Ross. So why would she just magically just forget about it and be like, oh, we cool, I saved you from the terminus people. We cool, we good, Rick, we good. I don't believe that. I believe she has an ulterior motive, and we just gonna have to wait to find out. But then again, The Walking Dead has that to where they'll leave that in the dust. She could come back being Mother Teresa. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. You know how The Walking Dead can take a storyline and just flip the script, and you be like, well, she was like crazy person, psycho, threatening kids and trying to get Rick to, kill Pete, and then all of a sudden she's just like this Mother Teresa figure now. So you just never know. We just gonna have to see. Moving on. Okay, now let's talk about Noah. I was teed off with Noah. I was like, what the HE double hockey sticks is going on with the way Noah died? Aiden didn't even die like that. Okay? Y'all cut the commercial on Aiden's death. And Noah had got the worst death to me. I'm sorry, he did. He got the worst death. We had to sit there and watch him be devoured by walkers. And I understand that's what The Walking Dead is for. You know what I mean? I get that. I understand that. But I just didn't like the way it went down. I just didn't like it. I mean, random people didn't even get a death like that. Like, let's go back to the season 4 finale, episode 16, when Rick and Michonne and Carl are on their way to Terminus, and they're going through the woods and they hear a man screaming and hollering, and that's when Carl goes running and they watch this man get killed. That man didn't even get a worse death, and we don't even know that dude. But I mean, I get it. They were saying, you get to know a character, and then that's what makes it even harder to watch him die. But I didn't know nothing really about Noah. Y'all didn't really give us no storyline on Noah like that. I mean, we knew he had a family with a mom, and he kind of gave backstory a little bit. Like I said, they gloss over backstories. They gloss over stuff. All they do is sit there and talk to the next person about their life, but you really want more, then they kill them off. I really felt like a lot of people didn't like Noah. A lot of people, you know, blamed Noah for a lot of stuff, and I'm like, you can't hold Noah. You can't hold that against Noah. Dang, it ain't his fault that Tyrese died. Number one, in the zombie apocalypse, you should have been on your guard, Tyrese. You should have been on your guard. You know that you got to be on your guard. Why would you just walk into a house and not be looking around? You knew that he had a twin brother. There was one missing. You just let your guard down. Period, point blank. Don't be blaming Noah. That ain't Noah's fault. But I remember talking to my mom and my sister, and my sister was like, you know what, Tennille, girl, I had to just turn over and go to sleep. I didn't even finish the rest of the episode. She said that's how sick I felt to see him go out like that. My mom didn't even finish the rest of the, there were what, 3 episodes left. She didn't even finish them because she was so upset about Noah. So that's how I feel about Noah. Rest in peace, Noah. I pour my orange juice to you. Moving on. Now let's talk about Tara, Rosita, Abraham, and Eugene. I would like to see more with them. I know that, Rosita does not have a big story plot in the comic books. She doesn't, but I would still like to see a little bit more with her. I would. I like Rosita. I like her. She's a little feisty thing. I like her. She's tough, and I think they could do a little bit more with her, and they might. Tara, I would like to see a lot more with her, and I've always been intrigued by her because she was the only one out of the governor's group to survive. So that's why I'm interested in seeing what go on with her. Okay, Eugene. What can I say about Eugene? He's just like the, what is it, the Wizard of Oz. He's that with the cowardly lion. You root for the cowardly person. You want to see them turn it around. So let's just see what happens, what they do with him this season 6. And Abraham, he's plays a big part in the comic book. Don't you sideline him like you did Tyrese. Don't miss an opportunity. Get it right. Get it right, Walking Dead producers and writers. Get it right. Okay, moving on. Now, we gonna sit up here and we gonna talk about the whole little plot and story when they got to the Alexandria safe zone. Yes, people, I am talking about the situation with Rick and Jesse. Now, number one, I don't have a problem with Jesse. If they keep Jessie on, let me be frank and say this. I don't think they need to keep her on as no love interest to Rick. Because first of all, that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. They don't need to do that. How do you put something that it just don't make no sense? In the comic book, it made sense because let me tell you, let me break it down to you. It makes sense